Yes.
Okay. Just give me a minute. Okay. First of all, good evening, everyone present here. I am Dr. Adrija Chattopadhyay, Assistant Professor of Amity Institute of Education, Amity University, Kolkata. First of all, thank you to all the organizers for giving me this opportunity to present here my paper. And my topic is Reimagining Adolescent Wellbeing through Digital Life Skill in the AI-driven Educational Landscape. As I am the Assistant Professor of Education Department, actually, we are not too much associated with technology, first of all. But as with the passage of time, in each and every sector, not only in education, in each and every sector, we have to use that, or we have to use the AI actually. So, in our B.Ed section, generally the students come at their age, I think 21, 22 after graduation or after masters. But we see that when we teach them, when they go to school to teach the students of class 11 and 12, the students are of 16, 17, 18 years old. So they are actually the adolescent students. And they, when they come after when our student, they return back after completing their uh, uh, practice teaching, they always say that nowadays, ma'am, students are always busy with their mobiles, with their digital things, with their Facebook and other Insta accounts and all that. And I believe, as well as my student also feel that too much dependency on digital things actually creates disturbance in the lifestyle. So right now, my paper is on digital life skill. Now, what is digital life skill? As I have already told that AI, with the development of AI, and after COVID-19, actually, we are totally dependent on the digital devices. Digital environment continuously are influencing our cognitive, emotional, as well as social development in each and every sector. As ma'am has already talked about the emotional intelligence, each and everything is dependent upon the AI. So nowadays there are teams, as we are presenting in Zoom platform, and then there are Google Classroom. These things have come actually. So as I have already said that adolescence is an age of turbulence, is an age of turmoil. And so there are different things like, as in life skill, we have, according to who, we have 10 life skills to be happy in our life. There are also different things that are called or that are under digital life skill. They are device and information literacy, that is ability to find, to organize, and to evaluate the information. Next one is online communication like videos, emails, then different types of messaging app, which to use, which one not to use. Then digital transaction, as I have already know, there are digital frauds right now, online banking, utility bill payment, e-commerce. Then cyber security and privacy, that is also very much important. Then screen time and digital footprints. Like now, different parents are always complaining that our words are not giving us time. There is no social communication between students. There is no friendship. Then critical thinking. These are the things which are actually under the purview of digital life skills. Now, the rationale of the study, though I have already mentioned that there is a there are need of digital life skills side by side general life skill, but there exists a gap between the teacher's perception of the behavioral patterns and emotion of the student. Now, in this study, I will discuss about exploring how digital life skill will strengthen the well-being of the adolescent, then emotional resilience, as well as make them a responsible digital citizen. These are my objectives. I am not reading the objectives. The first one is to analyze the present study, the methodology. The present study adopted qualitative research design. Secondary data were collected from different types of sources like UNESCO report, Scopus, Web of Science, ERIC. Then sampling technique for triangulation, generally purposive sampling was as for the review the secondary data are collected, and for the triangulation of the secondary data, I have taken 40 secondary school teachers and I have done a semi-structured interview and so with some questions. That questions actually have come from the reviews I have made, and as tools, literature review framework and semi-structured interview were already used. Now the objective one, that is to explore the significance of digital life skill in promoting adolescents' well-being with AI-driven educational environment. Livingstone and Third in 2018, they have explained that digital participation significantly shapes adolescents' psychosocial development and emotional experiences, but they have to be made cyber aware. Emotional regulation should be controlled highly. Then Ribble in Digital Citizenship in School, he highlighted the responsible technology usage and ethical online behavior. That is very much important. When you are using some online things, we have to be ethical in its use. Then Helspur in 2020, he also observed the adolescents' stronger technological self-efficacy and digital resilience demonstrated improved adaptive behavior and emotional confidence within digital environment. As when after the COVID-19, we, the teachers, were not so much associated with using the different types of learning platforms, then different types of apps and all that. So we feel hesitated when after 2020, there were different types of webinars and different types of online things. Uh, like then OECD in 2021, they have emphasized the increasing of AI-driven educational technologies that intensifies emotional fatigue and digital stress on adolescents. UNICEF also, there is a study by UNICEF in the State of the World's Children on My Mind. They also identified the online comparison, emotional insecurity, stress that are affecting the adolescent's mind as well. Now, these are the findings that were came from reviews of literature. From supporting these reviews, I am giving here some of the quotes from the teachers, from the 40 teachers from whom I have taken the interviews, that students nowadays are academically smart but emotionally fragile in online environment. That ma'am has already explained. I think I needed to explain it anymore. Then teachers repeatedly emphasize that adolescents often fail to differentiate between the unhealthy digital engagement. They become emotionally disrupted due to social media comparison and online criticism. As we all know that there are different types of suicidal attempts and suicides at all for these type of things. Another teacher observed students require guidance regarding wellness because they spend most of their time in digital spaces. When you are spending most of the time in any particular place, you have to know the things better. Now, several teachers additionally highlighted the role of digital resilience, like emotionally resilient student can handle online negativity better than the others. So it's very much important. They also stress students need to learn how to communicate respectfully in digital platform, respectfully as well as safely. You have to be respectful towards other when you are commenting. Then another teacher commented, without digital life skill, adolescents become emotionally despite being technologically advanced. Now, the objective two, to analyze the relationship between digital engagement and adolescents' emotional and psychosocial well-being. That is, who in 2021, they have reported a prolonged exposure and uncontrolled digital dependency frequently contribute to anxiety, exhaustion, sleep disturbance. That is very much important. Right now, we are seeing that generally the student, they sleep at 3 and wakes up at 9, 10, like that. So it creates huge disturbances in study situation. And in education and technology, Selwyn, he described or examined the emotional implication of AI-driven educational environment and observed that continuous virtual interaction reduces the communication, general social communication, as well as emotional connectedness. UNESCO also observed the emotional well-being and socio-emotional learning that is very much important. Then World Economic Forum, they also said that emotional intelligence and adaptive coping strategies are very much important to cope with different situations, different issues. Campbell also observed the same thing, that depressive symptoms, dissatisfaction, that this can be caused by using of too much digital medias. Now, supporting the findings, there are some responses from the teachers. like the teachers, that digital devices actually creates the student restless. That is very much important. Now, right now in present situation, we have the student who are too much restless. Then teachers also highlighted reduces face to face interaction among adolescents. They don't prefer real life communication. When we go through, if we say that when you go through a road in taxi or in Uber, anything, we actually know, I am not talking about the student, we actually spend our time by watching mobiles and the digital devices. So that is how much we are dependent on that particular thing. Then that one of the teacher explained about the excessive screen exposure can create the empathy that disbalance the empathy also. They also feel exhausted. Then there are negatively affecting emotional balance. Another teacher said that balanced technology usage is extremely important for protecting adolescent health. Now, objective three. Here are some reviews by Trust and Wahlin. He told about that emotional fatigue, problem of concentration. These are the behavioral irritability, then emotional frustration, then emotional dependency, social withdrawal, human interaction, I have already said, adolescence imbalance, cyber addiction, that is very much important, and irresponsible social things that are creating. Now, supporting these, the teachers, some speeches are there. Student nowadays disturbed even by minor online criticism. The students are not taking, or they cannot take any criticism. That's why in our locality, actually, there happened a suicide last week because the teacher criticized him. So that is the issue. And students are losing concentration. They cannot do multitask. Digital dependency is reducing the confidence, right? Like we cannot do that. When in our time we were given projects, we do our own. We did our own actually. But right now they are totally dependent on the AI or ChatGPT. Now, digital validity and comments are affecting adolescent self-worth, one said. Another one said technology without emotional awareness is harmful for the adolescent. So, in objective 4, to examine the importance of integrating digital life skill education within school curriculum. That is how digital life skill can be integrated in school curriculum. As we know that in life skills are taught to us by hidden curriculum. There is no curriculum particularly in our West Bengal for teaching life skill, but it is in hidden curriculum. Like how to integrate digital life skill here. So there are planned by UNESCO. There are OECD 2021 framework. Then common sense education. They also told about how citizenship programs should be included. Jones and Mitchell 2019. They also said about the integration of the curriculum. And supporting these, the teachers also said that uh, digital wellness taught us just like physical health education in school, like how physical, there are different types of classes for physical wellness. There are yoga classes, there are gyms in some universities. So like this digital well-being can be taught. And then digital citizenship education can help adolescents to become responsible. Students should learn from cyber safety, how to regulate that. Then school must prepare adolescents emotionally for digital societies. It should not be optional for any university or any school. It should be means one have to take it. This should be the thing. Now the conclusion, I can say that digital life skill have become essential competencies for ensuring adolescents' emotional well-being, psychosocial adjustment, and AI-driven educational environment. There should be screen dependency, cyber stress, social isolation, psychological adolescence issues in each and everywhere. So we should control it. And the study concludes that digital life skill education should be integrated into mainstream school curriculum as an essential survival skill for promoting responsible digital participation, resilience, and holistic adolescence well-being. So these are the educational implication that is the urgent need. Mainstream school education, it should be there. Institution should go beyond general curriculum, and there should be supportive and well-being and sensitive thing. Cyber psychology should be taught. Then emotional instability, cyberbullying, digital dependency among the student, it should be taken care of, how these things can be reduced. Then there should be different types of awareness campaigns for the safe and balanced society. And there should be different policies that can be given or that can be framed from the government itself to use in the schools and universities. These are some of the references, and thank you. Thank you.